Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am trying out two Wet n Wild products for you guys. Face products. They said new at Superstore, but maybe that is just a sticker that has been there for a while. So they are new to me products. I was reading about the foundation stick. It said it was light like a skin tint, so that had me intrigued. I am not about wearing heavy foundation these days. It's like skin tint or nothing. So I am trying that foundation out for you guys. Looks pretty good. As well as the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. So if you guys would like to see how these two products work on my skin and this makeup look that I created, then just keep watching. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into trying out the foundation and the concealer. I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. So this is supposed to be like a lighter foundation, semi-matte. Doesn't have all of the claims on this because it didn't come in a box. It came like this. So on the little display, it talked about the claims that it had. So it was supposed to be a lighter stick foundation, like skin tint-esque. And then I picked up the Photo Focus Concealer to go along with it. Along with being a sucker for bronzers and contours, I am a sucker for concealers as well. And I love to try out different drugstore concealers to see how they hold up. The Essence one I was so pleasantly surprised with, so I'm excited to try this one from Wet n Wild. I got this in the shade light medium beige, so these should pair up very well. All right, I'm just gonna apply it directly to my face. I think that if you went in with your brush and just kind of applied it like this, you could get a nice lighter finish, but I just want to see how this blends out on the skin. So I'm just going to apply it directly to my skin. I'm going to start off with my cheeks and blend it out as opposed to doing it all over my face. Sometimes stick foundations can dry down pretty quickly, so I want to be able to blend this around. So far it has like a nice creamy texture to it. I'm seeing some good coverage, so that is nice. The shade is like perfection. I think there's just like a convenience about a stick foundation that you just kind of slap it on and blend it out. Not that a liquid foundation is hard, but just something about a stick foundation seeming more convenient. Yeah, I can't, this shade match is like so good. So it's looking really nice on the skin, not too makeup-y, but giving you a nice amount of coverage, giving you a satin finish. Like I still see a little bit of luminosity coming through, not settling into my texture too much. That's the one thing about foundation that I don't like wearing very much anymore. Just like to do sheer skin tints, tinted moisturizers, tinted sunscreens, is you really get it settling in, I do, into the texture around my mouth, but for the most part, it doesn't seem to be enhancing it, which is fabulous. And yeah, I really like the way that this is looking on my skin. I think next time I'm gonna try using brush onto the stick and just blend it out like that on the skin. I think that will give a really nice finish, a little bit more sheared out, because this actually did blend out really, really beautifully. Like I'm super impressed with how light it feels on the skin while also giving coverage and like evening the skin. Before we get into the concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Halo Glow Beauty Wand. I am obsessed with this right now. The contour, like, oh, it is so So good. The color is gorgeous. Like, the neutral color on this is perfect. Perfect without being too cool, without being too warm. Like, it's so good. And it blends out so nicely. Blends out nicer than the Milani. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I like it better. The cream contour blended in beautifully with the foundation. It just settled into the skin so nicely. There's no lifting or shifting of the foundation underneath or like picking it up at all. So like the canvas of my skin right now is chef's kiss. Let's see how the concealer is going to hold up. If it is going to give the same energy that this stick foundation is giving. And I'm going to give a little more concealer than I usually would. Because I just want to see how this lays on my skin. Going into the crow's feet area. We might have to do like a concealer face-off between the Essence and this one. It's giving like a nice, soft, blurred out look under the eyes. It's finishing a little bit more on the matte side, which is fine. Feels very light on the skin. Let me see. Let's bring in my mirror. I feel like my eyes are getting worse. I hit 40 and like my eyesight is dwindling a bit. It's not over exaggerating anything too much. It's got a nice finish. Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Hard Candy Face Off bronzer in the shade, I think it's Sweet Tea, yeah. So this is more of a luminous bronzer, got some shimmer in it. So I just wanna keep with, just wanna use cream products today, so I'm not gonna add any powdered bronzer. And the concealer, I think that just I added a little bit more than I would usually wear, so it might feel a little bit more makeup to me, like a little bit more makeup-y to me right now, but I like that it dried down a little bit more matte and it just has a soft look to it. Like it just, I guess the photo focus, the photo finish is to kind of give you blurred out look on camera, so it's definitely doing that. It's doing its job. Gonna give myself a little bit of highlight with the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Champagne. Just give a little bit more razzle dazzle to the skin. I just gave myself a little spritz of the CoverGirl Priming Glow Mist because it's gonna be warm today and I want my makeup to last, so give a little spritz of that over top. And now we're gonna go in and add some highlight. I should just do this with my finger because it's not blending out with a brush, so finger pat is good. All right, added some mascara and eyeliner, and this is the final look. I am very impressed with the foundation stick from Wet n Wild, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation stick. It looks lovely on the skin. My skin looks hydrated and there's coverage without looking like there's too much coverage. Feels light on the skin, and I just think, yeah, I can get down with this foundation. I can't wait to try it with just like a makeup brush and just apply it to the skin, maybe even lightly where you want a little bit of coverage and not everywhere. Like, it looks really pretty. I love it. I love the way it is looking. All of the other makeup paired beautifully with it. The concealer is very nice as well. Now that's given a little bit just to kind of set into the skin, it doesn't look as heavy. Like, it doesn't look any more heavy than any other concealer and is giving good coverage as well. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried out either of these two products and what you think of them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.